Welcome back to Wheelspin's coverage of the Rolex 24 Daytona. It's time for the Midnight Update. In the standings right now, we have the top 5 for the DP class. Number 1 is Waldo Negri Jr. for Michael Shank Racing. Number 2, Justin Wilson for Michael Shank Racing as well. Number 3, Martin Brundle for United Autosports. Number 4, Joe Barbosa for Action Express. And rounding out the top 5 is Bert Fursell for Action Express. Action Express and Michael Shank obviously holding 4 of the top 5 spots in total. For the GT class, number 1, Andrew Davis for Brumos Racing. Number 2, Charles Espinlov for Dempsey. Number 3, Brian Sellers, Paul Miller Racing. Number 4, Spencer Pompelli for TRG. And number 5, Dane Cameron for Dempsey Racing.
Yeah, I got an update for the caution that we're seeing, everybody. It seems to be a bumper cover that is lying somewhere on the track. So yeah, that's why we're under caution. So I guess somebody is off somewhere, and there seems to be a bumper kind of hanging around. So if you're missing a bumper, anybody, just stroll onto the track, pick it up. If you want it, it's yours. You know, just go on and take it. If you feel like taking a little souvenir home with you, just run on the track naked, and I'm sure they'll just give it to you. So that's the good news.
People in the chat room were saying something about, did I screw up somebody's name?
You did. Well, you've got.
I'm sure I did.
You've got Joao Barbosa is actually how you pronounce his name.
Okay, I saw something about that earlier today that he was even saying that he's like, nobody can pronounce my name.
It's like, well, can pronounce his name. That's why he named his children easy names to remember. That is the truth, actually.
Right,
Joao
I did see
is a very, very cool guy inside of a car.
Joao. Okay, good.
Joao, yeah. It's actually like how you're supposed to really even pronounce it is even like crazier than that. Yeah, so...
Okay, well, I do apologize to anybody who's bothered by my pronunciation. I will work on that.
And just to let everybody know, it looks like Bert Fursell from Action Express has gone into the pits for probably a tire change or gas or something, and he has been taken over in the top 5 by Chrono driving right now, with both Chip Ganassi cars following closely behind Juan Pablo Montoya and Scott Pruitt in 6th and 7th. So that's certainly DP. I mean, there's just so much going on still happening. GT, it seems to be Brumos and Dempsey, Paul Miller, and TRG are really, really looking strong. And I said that from the beginning that these guys were the strongest of the strong, and it looks like they just could take it. Turner Motorsport is still out of it. I mean, they're just kind of.
That's a bummer because they really were showing strongly a couple of hours ago. They were, if they had been able to maintain, they were in strong position to be podium at the least and possibly winning it.
But it could still happen. I mean, we're only 8.5 hours in.
Very true. So, we still have another 15.5 hours. So yeah, at this point, we've done 258 laps of the Daytona course. So a number of laps left to go still. But just want to remind everybody, if you want to email us, racing@wheelspin.tv, join the chat room at wheelspin.tv/chat, and for all the information about Wheelspin's coverage of the Rolex 24, go to wheelspin.tv/Rolex24. And
just to give a quick update, somebody asked about Flying Lizard. There are 17 laps down, ladies and gentlemen. However, with that said, we're back under green right now, and no one has beaten the best lap speed of Jörg Bergmeister. It was actually Jörg Bergmeister. I said it might have been Patrick Long, but it was actually Jörg that set a best lap speed, average lap speed of 127.627.
Wow.
Nobody has yet to even touch that. I mean, we're looking at 126.971 being the next closest, but holy hell, that's fast.
That is fast.
That is very fast, almost 130 miles an hour, and it's like JF said, like timing said, like everybody's been saying, and or also like Jeff from BlackTieRally.com said, it's so much faster on the back straight now.
Mm-hmm.
So
absolutely. Well, that's all for our midnight update for the Rolex 24 Daytona. Wheelspin's coverage will resume at 1 a.m. with our next brief update at that point. So stay tuned, and we'll be back with you in just an hour for standings and highlights. See you then.